Today's art tutorial is a level 1, so even beginning artists can follow along. In today's art video, I'm just going to teach you how to draw all kinds of fun, cute, simple Halloween cartoons. Let's get into it. Today you're going to need a piece of blank paper and something to draw with. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in with a permanent marker so you guys can see it better on screen. But of course, if you're a beginner, you might want to start off with a pencil. That way you can erase. And let's just face it, even if you are an expert artist, we all make mistakes. I have a handy dandy eraser here too. Trust me, it's an artist's best friend. I'm just not a perfectionist, so I tend to ignore my eraser a little bit. You may also have some materials to color with, whether that be markers, color pencils, crayons. We're going to start off with something very simple, and that is going to be a candy corn. A candy corn is a triangle shape with rounded edges, so I'm going to go ahead and make a triangle, but I'm going to leave the edges off. Okay, so something like that. That way, I can go in and I can add the curved edges. Once you've got the curved edges, then you can go ahead and add the stripes. So to make our candy corn look a little bit more three-dimensional, instead of just drawing straight stripes, I'm going to actually make them a little bit curved. So it's going to look a little bit like a smiley face. Okay, so one at the top and one a little bit below the middle. For a candy corn, you probably will want to color it, so you'll need orange and yellow, and of course white for the top. Let's hope I can actually remember the order of a candy corn without looking at one. I'm going to do orange in the middle and yellow on the bottom. Does anybody else eat their candy corn in sections, so like the white part first, then the orange and the yellow, or is that just me? You know, the little pumpkins that kind of go along with the candy corn are not as good, but that's just my opinion. Next, we're going to draw a very iconic symbol of Halloween, a pumpkin. So we're going to start with curved sides. So one side curves out in this direction. Make your pumpkin as wide as you want it, and make a side that curves out in the opposite direction. Now all we have to do is add little bumps on the top, connecting those lines, and little bumps on the bottom. You're going to want to try and have the same number of bumps on the top as on the bottom. If you have a bump that lines up in the middle, you're going to have a straight line. If they're on this side, they're going to curve out and to the left. And if they're on the right, then they're going to curve out and to the right. I didn't really have a line that went through the middle of my pumpkin, but having those little ridges that curve makes it look a little bit more three-dimensional. You can add whatever type of stem you'd like to the top. I'm going to make mine a little bit curvy. Put a line at the top, and I try and make it wider at the bottom. You can also add some little lines for texture. I like to add a little swirl. Go ahead and color it in. Next, let's go ahead and draw a ghost. So up here, I'm going to go ahead and draw a upside down U shape. And I'm going to come in and make a little S. I'm going to start at the bottom and make it look like a point and just follow my curved line and connect it to the top. Got a little bit off, so I'm going to go ahead and make this line a little bit wider to fix it. Guys, that's an easy fix if you're not a perfectionist like me. Just make the line a little bit thicker. We'll give him a long oval mouth and oval eyes that are tilted in just a little bit. I also like to give him little arms, so I'm going to make little U shapes towards the middle. I just think it's so cute. Let's draw a little tombstone. So we're going to draw an upside down U shape again. We're going to add some grass at the bottom, so just little jagged lines. You want to go a little bit past your U on both sides. And to make it three-dimensional, I'm going to do a short line coming out from the top of the tombstone and make it curve with my other curved line. Very thin, so it looks like a flat slab. And you can add whatever you would like to your tombstone. And I might add just a little zigzag for a crack. Let's draw a spider web. You guys will notice that with art, I use a lot of curved lines. Curved and straight lines will be your best friend, so the better you get at drawing curved and straight lines, the better you'll be at art. Our spider web is going to have a lot of curved lines going in a circle shape. So I'm going to keep making curved lines until I go all the way around in a circle. Find the rough center of your web and put a little circle. Start from each point and draw a line in towards the middle. Every point you're going to draw a line going in. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw curved lines following our other one. So I'm going to make more curved lines in a circle shape, going all the way around. I'm going to do this 2 times. I'm going to try and squeeze another one in here. You can do as many as you'd like or as many as you can fit. Now that we have our spider web, let's draw a really simple spider to go with it. So down below that, I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to give it a little mouth and some eyes. And for the legs, we're going to have 4 on each side because spiders have 8 legs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by drawing 4 lines going out from the spider. They just need to be short little stubby lines because we're actually going to make them longer. Our back 2 legs are going to point backwards and out, kind of like diagonal lines. And our front 2 legs are going to point forwards. Lastly, you can draw a little string going up to the web. Let's draw some pieces of candy. I'm going to show you guys how to draw 3 very simple pieces of Halloween candy. First one, we're going to start with a circle with 2 triangles on the side to be the wrapper. You can even add some more details, so you can draw a little line in the center of the triangles. And you can also give the wrapper a little label. Our next piece of candy is going to be kind of like a Smarties shape, so I'm going to draw a rectangle, long and thin, and then do the same thing. I'm going to draw 2 little triangles on the outside. I can add more details and color it in. The last piece of candy is going to be a lollipop, so again, start with a circle. This one can be quite big. Draw a little rectangle underneath that's very thin for the stem of the lollipop. And then starting at the bottom where the stem is, we're going to draw a swirl on the inside of the lollipop. You don't want to connect that line on the inside, you want to leave a little bit of space. I'm going to teach you guys how to draw a skull. So we're going to start with an upside down U. This one's a little bit fatter than the one we did for our ghost. We're going to add some little cheekbones on the side, which just look like little curves that point out. And then we're going to make it square on the bottom. Now we just have to add the details of the face. So I make an upside down heart shape for the nose. And then I make ovals that are tilted in for the eyes. Of course, you can do it however you'd like. Finally, I'm going to add some little lines on the bottom to be the teeth. Let's draw a broom. You're going to go ahead and start with a circle. And then make 2 lines pointing out, kind of like a triangle. And make it jagged at the back. This is going to be the actual broom. The handle, we could just do a straight line, but I'm going to give it a little bit of character by adding a bump, making a little curve, and just following that same line. I'm going to put a little curved line at the front to make it look more 3-dimensional. I'm going to add a little band around the bottom part of the broom. and then some texture. And there you have it, guys. There is a bunch of cute, simple, spooky little cartoons for Halloween. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and remember to subscribe if you're not already, because I have more fun Halloween art tutorials and other art tutorials and art content coming your way. God bless, and I'll see you all in the next art video. Bye!